I would like to welcome you to America Answers, and I hope you found some answers here. We do our very best to come up with honest, informed information so as to give you them answers. Now, I've been looking at this bailout situation that we have going on, and I don't like it. I don't see that these car companies are doing anything or making any promises or being reliable in any way, shape, or form. The only thing that makes them survive right now is gas dropped down to $1.50, $1.60 a gallon. Well, if you've been watching the news, you know that that's not going to last. OPEC wants the gas prices for oil, the oil prices, to go up a barrel to $70 to $90 a barrel, and they are going to do it. Don't even think they won't. They're going to do it. Now, we in America have learned to be more economical in our uses of our automobiles and our travel, and thereby the demand for oil has diminished in such a manner. I think we're talking 7 and 9 billion barrels of oil a day less than we used to do. And even with the lower gas prices, this is still continuing. The trend is on. America has learned and has become accustomed to being more efficient. And as long as we keep doing that, we will have control. Because, like I tell everybody, and if you check the other videos, you'll see that supply and demand rules the world. Supply and demand. So, keep trying to save money. I like my little van. It got a little gauge up above there that tells me how many miles a gallon I'm getting at any given time. And sometimes that sucker's reading 45, 55 miles a gallon. I just love it. And sometimes it's reading 4, 5, and 6. And those are the things we need to fix. Those are the things we need to fix. We need to come up with a better transmission that's tighter in the takeoff and then loosens up a little bit as you're going down the road. That way more power is delivered to the rear end to get that car going with less energy. Okay? But as it is, the transmission's not set up for that. And that is because of General Motors, Chrysler, and Ford. Because I hold them all responsible because they all know the answer, they know how to fix it, and won't. Okay? Because America may not like the answer. And it's really sad. But that's why we're here, is to give the answers, whether you like them or not. So you keep an eye out on these companies, the same people that were in charge before, and it caused all these problems and didn't look ahead and didn't have the foresight to think about the future, are still in charge, and they still are going to do the same things they were doing before because they have nothing to lose. Because if that company goes down, the people in charge, they don't care. They got more money. And now that the government is going to give them all this money as a loan, they call it, and so that they won't have to file bankruptcy. Now keep that in mind. They won't have to file bankruptcy if the United States government gives them these loans. Now, if they keep their practices the same, they may end up filing bankruptcy again. And we the people, the American public, gave them a loan so that they wouldn't have to do that, and yet they'll do it, and then we won't be able to get the loans back, the payment for the loans, and we'll be right back where we're at. It's not going to do any good. Okay? What you need to do is start paying people for new ideas, paying people for new innovations, and giving them incentives to create, not to destroy. If we keep doing the same thing over and over again, we still be in the caves, writing on the walls, dreaming. All right? We need to get out of the caves, quit dreaming, and start doing. Dreams are fine, but you got to act upon them. All right? We know a good dream and a bad dream. And we know what we're talking about, and we know, and you know, what I'm talking about. So, let's keep an eye on that and see what happens. See if I'm right. You know I am.